starting with the clients here, we already had a consultation here at Noelle Salon. 17 years of experience doing hair extensions. I can do these pretty much in my sleep. But we're going to work with a few shades. And in the beginning, it's going to take you time to really realize what colors would work best with your client. She has a variety of shading in her hair. Some faded color, some highlights throughout. But we're going to make this all work. And this is a typical head of hair that you're generally going to get in this industry. This is the head of hair that people want to extend, a fine head of hair. Now, you will have clients with thick hair as well. And when that happens, you're just going to have to use more hair extensions. So therefore, you have to gauge the quantity of how much hair you're using, and that will affect the price. I would say using our hair, this head, being an average head, is about $750. Now that is using our European Remy hair, which is the finest quality on the market. Keep in mind there are other types of hair on the market as well. And they are sometimes less expensive, but you do get what you pay for. What we do initially is you part your client's hair from pretty much mid-ear to mid-ear. Just get that out of the way. It's always easier to start in the back of the hair. Now, these little tiny extensions are going to go in, but they do need to be covered. So the perimeter of the whole head is going to be left out, and that's what's going to cover the hair extensions and allow the client to wear their hair up. Now, she may need a little, she's slippery, she may need a little hairspray with that. But this area is going to be left out, and the top as well. And that's what covers the hair. Now, you want to start with what we call a U-shaped parting. And it's basically just a U pattern right across the head, which allows you to start the extensions. Now you can see her hair has a little bit of breakage. Now, the protective shield. This is what you're going to use to protect the client's hair from the hair extensions. You don't want any hair coming from one area to another, meaning when you start an extension, you want to keep that extension really tight. You don't want any hair from another area of the head in that extension. That will cause a lot of pain. That could hurt. Now, when you create extensions, you have to just keep in mind, you have to have enough hair you have to take enough of the client's hair to support the extension. These little clips are going to come in they're very valuable. Basically, you start with what we call a 1/4 by 1/4 section. It's about that much. It's about a 1/4 inch by a 1/4 inch section. Now, if you do this properly, you're going to have enough hair, enough of your client's hair in the extension to really support it, because the biggest problem I see happening is that stylists don't take enough of the client's hair and the extensions don't last very long. If you notice, when I took that section, it's a 1/4 by a 1/4. And you can always clean it up. You want very clean sections. There's your protective shield. At the top, you want to leave another 1/4 inch, so just always remember quarters. If you leave a 1/4 inch at the top, that allows the hair to grow, move, and it won't be painful. Also, if you put an extension too close to the client's hair, it's going to pop right out from the head. Now, we've selected 4 colors. We have her darkest color, which is her base. We're going to blend the base with something a little bit lighter. Then we have 2 highlight tones. We're going to start with our bonding. This is your hair extension. This is wavy. Most Caucasian people have wavy hair, whether they think it's straight or not. It really is wavy, and it's a good idea to use wavy because it holds a great curl and just really blends well. The bonding material is made of keratin protein. Very simple. You have your iron here. Now, I don't think I have fingerprints anymore after all these years of doing this, but it is initially a little bit hot. Once you've taken that section of hair, you're going to place it right underneath. You don't want to lift your arms up. You want the extension to purge very well. So now you take your hot iron. This is about the temperature of a curling iron. So clients ask me all the time, oh, is that going to burn my hair? It absolutely will not burn the hair. You figure that this is going to be held here for about 10 to 20 seconds. It's going to bubble up. When the bubbles sort of stop, that's when you're ready to roll. The bubbling is important because it takes the moisture out of the client's hair and allows the two to meld, the hair and the hair extension to meld together. You roll gently in the center, pinch the bottom, and then come up and roll the top. So what you're basically creating is a bond that looks like a football. And you want to always pinch the bottom, because if you leave the bottom unsealed, that will allow the hair to come out. Now, when you're creating a weight line, and now we're adding 18 to 20 inch hair, and then we'll determine what the client really wants for her actual length. But when you're creating a weight line, you don't want to skip a lot of area. You want to make your extensions very tight and close. So, you know, at any time, feel free to pull the hair around, manipulate it. Now, if you look at this extension, it hangs very nicely. There's plenty of room there to move, grow, and it's supported very well.